open. Look, it's behind the fence. On the left side. Oh. There you go. These big guys over here are the common elands. There's two babies behind them. They're only 2 weeks old. And then under the tree are ellipsis waterbuck. Kind of just look like donkeys. If you look on their butts, there's a white circle around the butt. Now it's just all the food on their head. You're going to use it as a staple later snack. Ellipsis waterbuck. And since these are the largest of all the antelope species, they can still have the really dark brown spots. There should be some more. We have a couple of them in here. Their legs are about 6.5 feet long. So they gotta spread them so they can take a drink. The funny looking birds with yellow afros are called eastern crown cranes. And then the one with the big horns, those are red-and-colored cattle, and they're not all bulls. They're both male and females with horns. And so now we're headed up into Camp Aventura. Now this place is the midpoint of the safari, and it's simply designed for the kids to have a lot of fun. But it's behind the building here. And if you're into reptiles, there are snakes and pythons and all those lizards and stuff, kind of animals inside this building. Now the citizens and educators here, they're holding animals where you can go right up to them. And if you follow the instructions properly, you're able to touch some of the animals here up right here. When you use the bathroom, there's bathrooms and food here. You can spend as long as you want. Okay. But of course you see they have the huge twisted horns. Those twists can go about 2.5 times, and it takes them 5 years to grow to full length. Then of course the females don't have the horns. The smallest dwelling animals. Those are red and collie cattle, so they're basically a cow of Africa, and both male and females have those big horns, so it's not just bulls. And the first get as big as 6 feet from tip to next tip. So our first animal here are the white-tailed gnus, and there are 2 babies in here as well. You look next to Mom, the great little one. One of them was born over the weekend, so either yesterday or this morning. That one. And then there's another one on the side I saw. Oh, there it is. Both of them are on this side. The other one was born on Monday, last week Monday. Now these small guys over here are the black bucks, and they are all adult males, even though they're so tiny. Basically how big they get. And the more dominant ones have that blacker face. 3 pounds, and she lays about 20 of them. She'll move over the ones that are not going to hatch, and she's sitting on about 7 or 8 of them right now. So here, this is another mountain goat, but a little bit smaller. Still excellent climbers. Oh, the kids on the end, they can watch out with their heads. Yes. Is it true? Yes. So don't make him put his head over the railing because it gets bumped. Then so instead of going around a fence, We actually go right into their exhibit. So the couple we saw up at camp, this is their family here. So the one on the bottom of the tree over there is Hassan, that's the older male. And in the back is King, that is the head of the tribe. Yes, the one with the big name. So King is the father of the cubs you saw up at camp. So as you can see, our bears, or at least the black bears, are not behind any fences. We do just go right in with them. But they're not that big. They're the smallest. So this bear does this about every day. when they're plumping back up. And plus, we have a lot of females, which are really the smaller ones. And there was a big male in the back there. He was sleeping in the back. They like to swim. And they have a different body type than the black bears. They have taller legs, stand up taller than them, that hung on their back. And then the males are the bigger red ones. And I'm going to find out where they're hanging out. I think the first group was on the right side first. Further in the section though, so we have to wait for the gate to close, then continue in. Do you guys know what the baby kangaroos are called? Kangaroos, exactly. Before we get to that group over there, we have a couple of birds. The black swans are in here. And then there's also some more of those black swans. They have a bright red. And there should be these hooded swans as well. Then those giant birds over here are the emus. So another bird that can't fly. Then, and that whole big group of kangaroos right here is the right? Oh, she turned it down. Now, a group of kangaroos is called a mob. But ironically, these guys are not angry at all. They're pretty chill.
That's a big ass cat, man.
And he is a white Bengal tiger. And right now in Sydney, they wake up around, what time is it? 3:30? So around 4:35 is when these guys wake up because they are crepuscular, which means they're active during dusk and dawn. So at the late afternoon is when they're more active. But you can see some more of them in here. We have both Bengals and Siberian tigers. We're right in the middle, and then the most common colored tigers come in, the orange and black stripe. One is right there. So you guys have been seeing the Bengals here on the right. Our first Siberian tiger is here on the left. He is a male, but he's very young. He's only 4 years old, so he's not fully grown yet. And now the Siberian, this is Noah, by the way, that's his name. And the Siberian tiger are the larger of the two species, as you can tell. You see the rest of the females and they only come in that one color, the orange and black stripe. And being the largest cat, they also eat a lot of food. In the wild, they eat about 70 pounds of meat in one sitting. And luckily, they don't have to eat every day. They eat about twice a week. Is it open yet? It's closed right now, but usually, I'll tell anybody else, usually towards the end of the day, they open it back up. So like around, if they're sticking around for a while, like around 5.